Hi everybody. So I wanted to lead you through an exercise you can very easily do at home to a breathing technique and ending with short meditation, which will have a direct impact on your nervous system to help reduce feelings of stress, anxiety and worry. And in the yoga tradition, the yogis have known for years how the breath has a real impact on our mental state. And by using conscious breathing techniques, we can bring ourselves out of a more restless, agitated state of mind, which is what we experience in anxiety and fear, to mental states more to do with stillness and calmness, rest and relaxation. On a neurological level, we're going to be specifically working on one of the main nerves in the body called the vagal nerve, the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve runs from the brain down the back of the throat. It threads through the lungs and around the heart and then down into the abdomen, right down to the base of the body. The actual word vagus means wandering. It's a wandering nerve as it wanders sort of intricately through our body. But the vagus nerve is one of the main nerves in the autonomic nervous system, and it's really important to activate the part of our nervous system which helps us relax, called the parasympathetic nervous system. Most of us, we're in the sympathetic nervous system where we're very active and quite stressed and overthinking. We're on sympathetic overdrive and very often in stress mode. So by working on toning our vagus nerve, which we're going to do in a moment through this breathing technique, we stimulate a balance between parasympathetic nervous system, the resting nervous system, and the sympathetic nervous system, which is more when we're in experiences of stress. We're going to encourage more a parasympathetic nervous system response, which is going to allow our mind to experience less agitation, more calmness, which will reflect through the whole body. Okay, so by controlling our breath, we're directly working on this vagus nerve, okay, and which will also impact on our heart rate and the rest and repair of the whole body. Okay, so very simply, we're doing a breathing technique which helps reduce stress and anxiety and brings us more into an experience of calmness and relaxation. In order to do this breathing exercises, we're going to be focusing a lot in the sound and the resonance of the breath in the throat region. Okay, which is where the vagus nerve passes from the head down the throat into the lungs, down into the abdomen. So we want to feel a soft resonance every time we breathe out and in the throat region. In order to do that, we're going to practice a breathing technique called ocean breath. One of the names of this breathing technique is ocean breath. What that means is we want to hear like a soft hissing sound or soft ocean-like sound in the back of our throats when we're breathing in and out, especially when we're breathing out. Okay, so an exercise to help us experience that ocean sound, we're going to do by breathing out through the mouth, as if you're trying to put mist on a mirror. As if you're trying to mist up a mirror. I want you to breathe out through your mouth, and if you listen to me now, you'll hear like this hissing sound. Which actually also sounds like a wave ocean sound. So now I'm going to create that with my breath, but without opening the mouth. And I want to feel like a soft hissing sound or ocean sound in my throat. So if you listen to me, you should be able to hear it. So hopefully you could hear that sound. It's as if you've got like a slight tightening of the throat to create that soft hissing wave-like sound in your throat. Okay, so if everyone's okay with that, we're going to begin the exercise. And in order to really get the most from this, each breath that we take, we want to be fully engaged. We want to practice the breath in the most smooth and calm way, like feeling your breath like silk, soft, without any little tweaks in it, just a soft, smooth exhalation and a soft, smooth inhalation. Now, if you notice any little blips in your breath, see if you can practice it to make it more smooth. Okay, so our mental engagement is really, really important as we do this exercise. Okay, so let's begin. Finding a comfortable position, that can be sitting on the floor or sitting on a chair, whichever position that is comfortable for you, at keeping the spine upwards, the chest slightly open, closing your eyes. And let's start to begin our ocean breathing, and just starting off very simply with an inhalation of 4, and an exhalation of 4. Keeping your breath steady and smooth as you breathe in and out. Really feeling that soft wave-like sound and sensation in your throat region. Practicing how smooth, silk-like you can make the quality of your breath. Maybe you can even imagine you're sitting in front of the ocean, hearing the waves in front of you. Staying mentally completely with each breath that you take in and out. Just see how much care and focus you can focus on your breath. As you're practicing this breathing exercises, if other thoughts arise in your mind, just simply take your attention away from them and come back to your mindful ocean breathing, experiencing that resonance in your throat region. Now, a really important part of this exercise now is we're going to extend or practice extending the exhalation to twice as long as the inhalation. So this is a really important part of activating the vagus nerve and encouraging those states of calmness and relaxation. So continue the ocean breathing, where you're inhaling to about the count of 4 and then extending your exhalation to 8. Inhaling with that wave-like sound in your throat to the count of 4. Exhaling with that wave-like resonance in your throat to the count of 8. Watching, observing your breath with the utmost care and attention. If you think you could make the exhalation comfortably longer than 8, then by all means go ahead. We really want to extend and lengthen those exhalations. We're practicing a few minutes together, carefully, attentively, observing and sensing your ocean breath. Allowing the breath to be smooth like silk. Ironing out any small creases or blips in your breath. And another way to activate the vagus nerve is the simple act of smiling, because parts of the nerve connect to the corners of the eyes and the lips. So as we practice our ocean mindful breath, peacefully, softly smiling to yourself. Following each breath attentively from where it starts to where it finishes, each breath that you take. Peacefully smiling to yourself. If your mind is quite active still, you might want to repeat with your breath each inhalation and exhalation. Inhaling, steady, smooth breath. Exhaling, steady and smooth breath. Feeling those qualities of steadiness and smoothness like silk. Just another minute together. Enjoying exactly where you are right now with your breathing. Now, another good way to create resonance on the vagus nerve in the throat is through chanting. Chanting is a natural way also to extend the exhalations. So we're going to practice taking a deep breath in and exhaling as slowly and smoothly as we can with the sound Om. But if you don't feel like chanting the sound Om, you could simply repeat the word home, as if you're coming home to yourself. But the practice is making that sound flow with that lovely long, smooth exhalation, feeling the resonance in your throat and through your chest and lungs. So we'll just practice a few times together. So let's take a deep breath in. Just coming back to a natural breath now. whatever breath you would like to breathe with. Don't control your breath anymore, just observe the natural breath that your body decides to breathe with. One could say allowing the body to breathe you. And because we've been observing our breath so attentively, it's much easier now just to sit and observe the natural breathing. Peacefully, softly, smiling to yourself as you observe your simple, natural breath. And feeling that you have everything that you need right here and now. A peaceful mind, calm, relaxed body. Now, if you had time, you might want to sit a bit longer for your practice. But I'm just aware of the time that we've taken so far. So I'm going to conclude our practice today of breathing and meditation to reduce anxiety and instill more calmness and relaxation. And we're going to end with 3 Oms together to finish. So let's take a deep breath in. Softly and slowly start to open your eyes, coming back to yourself. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. Do practice as often as you need. It's quite helpful to establish a practice that has long-term effects, to do it daily. So now you have this recording. If you have time, I really encourage you to do it daily. And if you didn't have this length of time, because I realise I've gone on nearly 25 minutes, if you didn't have this length of time, you could do your own 10 or 15 minute session of the ocean breath, as we did, feeling that resonance in your throat with a twice as long exhalation, allowing the breath to be smooth and steady, and being very attentive with focusing and sensing each breath that you take. And that will naturally calm you, help you stay relaxed and well within yourself. So thank you, everybody, and have a lovely day, and see you again. Any questions on this exercise, you have my number or email. Do just send me a message or give me a call and we can talk through that. Okay, namaste.